What if I told you that an ancient book, revered by billions, might contain whispers of one of the most mind-bending ideas in modern physics? It's a bold thought, one that invites us to look at the familiar through a new lens. We often see the world through separate windows, one for science, one for faith. But sometimes, just sometimes, the views from these windows seem to show us the same breathtaking landscape. The question we're exploring today is a grand one. Could the Qur'an, a text revealed over 1400 years ago, be hinting at the existence of parallel universes? It starts with a simple phrase, repeated throughout its verses. When we open the Qur'an, we find it's not just a guide for living. It's a book that consistently points our attention to the cosmos. It encourages observation, reflection, a deep appreciation for the universe. And woven into this cosmic narrative are intriguing references to a plurality of worlds. Take, for example, the very first chapter, Al-Fatiha. It begins with the phrase, "Praise be to God, the Lord of the Alamin." The word Alamin is the plural of alam, which means world. So, from the opening lines, it speaks not of one world, but of worlds. For centuries, scholars have interpreted this to mean different kinds of creation. World of humans, world of angels, world of spirits. The Quran speaks of the creation of the heavens and the earth. In one verse, chapter 65, verse 12, it says something quite specific and startling. It states, "It is Allah who has created 7 heavens, and of the earth, the like of them." The like of them is the part that makes you pause. It suggests that just as there are multiple heavens, there might be multiple earths, not just other planets with life, replicas of our own cosmic neighborhood, stacked, separated in some way we can't perceive. This isn't a vague poetic allusion. It's a direct statement. It draws a parallel between the number of heavens and the number of earths. These are not isolated instances. The theme of plurality is everywhere. We see verses that talk about God as the Lord of the Easts, the Wests, in the plural. Now let's leave the ancient world and travel to the realm of modern cosmology. What exactly is a parallel universe or a multiverse? Imagine a loaf of bread. Our entire universe, every star, every galaxy, everything we can see, is just a single slice. The multiverse theory says there are other slices, other universes. One source, eternal inflation. It's like a cosmic bubble machine. Each bubble becomes a new universe, its own Big Bang, its own laws of physics. Another path, quantum mechanics. The many worlds interpretation says every quantum event splits the universe. There could be a universe where you chose a different breakfast, one where you took that other job, one where dinosaurs never died. The number of parallel worlds would be staggering, branching constantly. We can't see them. We can't touch them. So how could we know they're real? Scientists seek indirect evidence, strange bruises or cold spots in the cosmic microwave background, possible signs of collisions with other universes. Let's dive a little deeper into one of the most elegant and speculative theories in physics, string theory, or more accurately, M theory. It says the basic building blocks aren't point particles. They're tiny vibrating strings of energy. Each string vibrates at different frequencies, different vibrations, different particles. Think of a grand cosmic guitar, different notes, different particles. M theory doesn't work in just 3 spatial dimensions. It needs extra dimensions, 10 or 11 total. Our 4-dimensional universe could be a brain, a membrane, floating in a higher dimensional bulk. Imagine a 2-dimensional creature on a sheet of paper, unaware of the sheet above it. Now imagine another sheet hovering a millimeter above, full of other 2D creatures. Our universe could be one brain among many, a layered cosmos of parallel membranes. M theory even suggests gravity can leak between brains, perhaps explaining why gravity is comparatively weak. It's a jaw-dropping idea. Complex mathematics is painting a layered cosmos that resonates with ancient scripture. So, here we stand, at the crossroads of ancient scripture and modern physics. The Quran, 7 heavens in layers. M theory, multiple brains existing in parallel. Both suggest multiple universes, arranged in layers or bubbling foam. The language differs, poetry versus math, but the core concept is strikingly similar. How do we make sense of this? Science asks how, religion asks why. They're not necessarily in conflict. 2 complementary ways to understand our place. It's about the human quest for knowledge and meaning taking many forms. This idea can be a bridge, a starting point for conversation. It lets a religious person see M theory with recognition, not threat, and a scientist see the Quran as intriguing. When faced with such remarkable parallels, our rational minds search for an explanation. What's the most likely reason for this overlap between a 1400-year-old text and 21st century physics? Coincidence, metaphor, miracle. The human brain is a pattern-matching machine. We sometimes see patterns that aren't there. The number 7 is significant in many cultures. 7 could mean many. It's possible we're retrofitting modern ideas onto ambiguous phrases, confirmation bias at work. Or, for people of faith, such parallels could be evidence of knowledge beyond human intellect, a miracle. This view transforms verses from poetry into prophecy, from metaphor into scientific foreknowledge. The relationship between science and religion has not always been smooth. History has conflict, but also deep collaboration. Think Newton, Lemaitre. During the golden age of Islamic civilization, faith often fueled curiosity. Astronomers, mathematicians, physicians advanced knowledge. They saw the universe as a book of divine signs. Science was a language to read it. Modern discoveries can enrich our understanding of ancient texts. Cross-pollination is possible. Learning about the multiverse can expand our concept of creation, making it infinitely grander. It can be a bridge, a starting point for respectful dialogue between science and faith. At their best, both science and religion are driven by wonder about the universe. We have journeyed far, from the sands of 7th century Arabia to the frontiers of theoretical physics. We explored the Qur'an's enigmatic 7 heavens and the scientific concept of layered brain worlds. We weighed the possibilities, coincidence, metaphor, or sign of knowledge beyond its time. Perhaps the point is not a definitive answer, but to embrace the question itself. Don't be afraid to ask big questions. Could there be other worlds out there? Could ancient wisdom contain clues about the nature of reality? The quest for knowledge is an endless voyage. The universe has been waiting patiently for us to ask the right questions. The journey has just begun.